Servus, Freunde, meine...
Excuse me, may I?
Okay.
Thank you.
May I? Okay. Thank you.
Servus, Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage.
And I'm Deniz the Buddymeister.
We were again on the lookout for some great recommendations from you guys, and we decided to go with yet another Akshay Kumar movie.
There were many people who recommended the movie Baby, and so we gave this one a chance. We are always very happy and pleased to get all those recommendations, and we hope you will never stop doing so. But we also hope that you understand that we don't love all of those movies. Could be because of the cultural differences, could be because we still have to learn so many things about the movies.
It really could be anything, but most importantly, we give you our honest and humble opinion. And we are always open for suggestions, improvements, and most of all, awesome Indian movies. And Baby didn't really make it into that category.
Unfortunately not. But first things first. Baby is a 2015 Hindi language action spy thriller from director Neeraj Pandey, whose Special 26 we really enjoyed lately. And it stars Akshay Kumar as Ajay, Anupam Kher as Shukla, Rana Daggubati as Jai Singh, Tapsee Pannu as Priya, and many more.
The story follows the last mission of the temporary task force called Baby, which was formed in response to the 2008 Mumbai attacks, also referred to as 2611, and whose job it is to find and eliminate terrorists who are planning attacks on India. The story can be quite convoluted at times, but it's more or less your typical action thrill ride with political background, in this case the tensions between Pakistan and India, Muslims and Hindus.
Tensions between different religions, different beliefs are of course a very current issue with all the things going on in the world in general, and so Baby tackled something very delicate.
It did, but it was just a few minutes into the movie that I realized that this might be tackling some heavy political issues in the vein of movies like Zero Dark 30, but its approach is more that of a straight and brutal and also rather one-dimensional action flick from the 80s. I mean, the big bad villain even has fire in his eyes at one point. Therefore, I kind of changed my mindset as well and tried to enjoy the movie more in that way. I would really recommend not taking it too seriously.
The action is over the top to say the least. People get shot all the time, everybody shoots at everything, it really is entertaining, and Baby looks pretty gorgeous.
Neeraj Pandey really loves these long tracking shots, and the dual fighting scenes, although a bit too choreographed at times, are pretty exciting as well.
One thing that Baby does quite well is to keep the excitement on a decent level, even if that means that this excitement almost always derives from the same kind of tension building structurally.
I think I know what you mean. There are countless sequences in this movie where something has to be achieved before one of the bad guys comes back from somewhere or finds something out. Baby is your exemplary clock-ticking action movie.
But beside the passable action, I couldn't get that much out of the movie, and believe me, I tried. I liked Special 26 very much. But that one didn't take itself so seriously and wasn't probably about 30 to 40 minutes too long.
Yeah, Baby is definitely too long, but did it take itself so serious? I kind of liked the light humor even if it was totally out of place in some moments.
The humor really didn't do anything for me, especially the character of Shukla is so annoying and ruins great gripping scenes with his comments all the time. The general change of the movie from this kind of grim action thriller to this spy comedy heist thriller just didn't click with me.
I understand, but I still thought it was pretty entertaining, and Pandey surely knows how to keep the audience's attention. I always wanted to see what madness is going to happen next. Maybe you went in with the wrong expectations?
Certainly possible, but come on, there are so many silly things in this movie, you can't ignore them. Why can everybody call Ajay on his cell phone all the time? Is this his private number too? The man is an undercover agent on a covert operation and his phone keeps on ringing. Or at least vibrating. His wife calls him every 5 minutes and there is a dead body right beside him.
Yeah, that is true, and his boss also calls him every other minute to get an update, just when they possibly could be in the most precarious and life-threatening situation.
No shit. Are these professionals? And there is more. Already in the first action scene, Akshay is trying to be this stealthy guy that no one notices, and he walks around with a navigation system that is beeping like hell. And later, when he's tailing Wasim Khan in the streets, he walks around so flashy, the only guy with a hat and sunglasses just 3 meters behind him.
Come on, you're too harsh with the movie. Maybe you would like the Baby, the Bollywood movie game?
Maybe I am a bit too harsh with the movie, sorry. But I don't know, I couldn't let the everything works out as planned and we can do whatever fits nature of this movie slide, because it claims to be so much more realistic.
Baby is certainly not perfect. The editing is a bit choppy and the coolness of the characters, who by the way are pretty bland, is off-putting at times, I give you that much. But again, I watched this movie from another, looser perspective. The politics though, I mean the background with the tensions between Pakistan and India and religion in general could have been a bit more differentiated. And I think that this, with all the stuff that is happening all around the world, is not a topic that only people from India can understand or comprehend.
I totally agree. And I really don't want to be the killjoy here. Baby is an okay movie, but it just wasn't for me.
That's fine, and while I enjoyed it, I want to address 2 more things that really bothered me. First of all, the situation with his family that you already mentioned. I don't think they add anything interesting, and it would have been better and more intriguing if our hero, who lives for his job, didn't have a family for a change, and he would have been more of the loner type of guy. Or maybe his colleagues could have been a substitute family. But speaking about those colleagues, all their characters weren't really fleshed out, but I still enjoyed seeing them. But here's my second rather big problem with the movie. We get a handful of guys who are working with Akshay Kumar's character. Then they are gone. Now we get Priya, played by Tapsee Pannu, who accompanies him. Then she's gone. And then for the final hour we get yet another pair of new characters introduced that we should build a connection towards. And then in the last half hour we get yet another guy who turns out to be the last antagonistic force in the narrative. I think at least Rana, Daggubati and Anupam Kher should have played more important roles earlier on, and I also would have liked Tapsee Pannu in the finale.
I have absolutely nothing to add.
So in German we'd say?
Wenn man das Ganze nicht allzu ernst nimmt, kann man mit Baby schon seinen Spaß haben. Und spannend und toll inszeniert ist er schon immer wieder mal. Für mich war es leider nicht so der Bringer, aber immerhin hat er dir ganz gut gefallen.
I give Baby 6 out of 10. It's more like 6.4, but I don't do that.
For me, it's a straight 5 out of 10.
Oh.
So that's it for today. We hope we got you interested in checking out Baby for yourself. And tell us, do you still like Deniz the Buddymeister?
Also check out our other movie reviews and our Buddy Loves Bollywood special review of 3 Idiots.
Until then, you can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at The Jimmy Cage.
And you can hit me up simply at The Buddymeister. And also check out my podcast Buddymeister Scores, where I talk about the music of film, television and video games. It's available on iTunes and Stitcher.
And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all we have to tell.